Is your serve lacking power, floating long, or just feeling wrong in general? You might be making one of the most common technical mistakes in tennis, and that is serving with an open racket face. In this video, I'll break down exactly why this happens, how you can avoid it, and give you 3 simple drills to fix it. And drill number 3 might be the weirdest but most effective serve drill to help you fix this open racket face. We can now dive into the 3 simple drills to help you fix it. Drill number 1 is going to be what we call the wrong side drill. Now, I first learned this from OTI Director of Coaching Greg Lasser, okay? And it's a fantastic drill because it forces you into a closed position as you go over your head. Let me just show you a couple, what it should look like, and then we'll explain a little bit more. So looking from the back angle, I'm going to start in the half serve position, and all I'm going to do is go up and hit the ball with the wrong side of the strings. So it looks something like this, you can see from the back angle. I go up and I just tap the ball, just like that, okay? And as you can see, it looks very weird. I'm not getting much power on the ball either because I'm just tapping it. Now, the reason though this is so effective, your subconscious, if you've been doing this for, some of you may have been doing this for over 10 years or 20 years, whatever it may be, your subconscious is so used to this, opening the palm and strings up. So what we got to do, we got to exaggerate in the other direction. And we got to feel that you're really exaggerating keeping it closed. And this wrong side drill is a fantastic way to do that. Okay, so I'll just do a couple more and I'll show you how I do it. So half serve, wrong side. Ball toss it a little bit too far to the left there. Go up and tap. Okay, very strange, very weird. Now what we're going to do though, we're going to try to trick your brain. So after you've done maybe a bucket of balls like that where you've done it with the wrong side, what we can then do is work with a rotation where you do 2 with the wrong side of the racket, and then on the 3rd rotation, you actually hit the ball. But this is the key. When you go and you now hit the ball, you have to trick your brain. And what I mean by that is you feel that you're going with the wrong side of the racket throughout the whole swing, but then at the last second, you square off and you make contact with the ball with the right side. Okay, and be aware, this is going to feel very weird, and you may also spray the balls everywhere. Now, providing you don't knock somebody out on the other court, you're fine. It don't really matter where this ball goes. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like now. So I'm going to try to trick my brain. Wrong side, right side. Wrong side, right side. Moving on to drill number 2, and this is what we call muscle activation. Now, this is a training method that's not often used at all in the tennis industry. Florian Mayer developed this training method, and it's a fantastic way to give you the feeling of, again, activating those muscles which are not currently being used to keep it closed. Okay, so to do this, you don't even need a racket. It's very simple. You can do this at home. Put your racket down. You also don't need a ball for now. And what we got to first understand is you're used to doing this, okay, opening the palm, just like that. So what we now got to do is I like to clench my fingers up here underneath like that. So it's almost like I'm making a fist, just like this. And what I'm going to do, I'm now going to use my non-dominant hand and I'm going to try to push my palm open. So you're actually trying to push it open like this to this open racket face. But as you're pushing, you're going to bring the hand down against that pressure. So you're activating the muscles against that force which you're trying to open it up. And you'll hold for 3 seconds and stop. So it looks like this. I push down, 1, 2, 3, release. And I do the same again. 1, 2, 3, release. And again, 1, 2, 3, release. Then what you can do, we often do this with players, so it's easier to do this, but you can try it. Essentially that now you try to move the arm a little bit whilst pushing down. So you move as you start to bend. You bend, keeping it closed. Bend, keeping it closed. And then what you can do is you push down, remember, against that pressure. You bend and then swing. Bend, swing. And you just start to give the feeling of keeping that closed, forcing it down. Bend, swing. After you've done that a couple of times, you then pick up your racket and do some shadow swings where you now try to feel that you have that pressure. You have somebody trying to push the racket face open and you're pushing down against it, preventing it. And you've got to feel that muscle activation throughout the whole swing. Because I've noticed this with a lot of players, they only feel it until they lose sight of the racket. As soon as they lose sight of the racket as it goes over the head, then the subconscious kicks in and then it breaks down again. So try to feel that you're keeping it closed throughout the whole service action. So look something like this. From the half serve position, I try to feel I'm pushing down against that pressure and going through. Push down, down, through. Now that brings us on to drill number 3, and this drill is probably going to be the weirdest drill you'll see to help you fix the open racket face. Some of you may have already seen it. I came up with this drill probably 6-7 years ago, and to do this drill you just need a water bottle. Okay, now I know a lot of you watching this may be asking, can you really fix your serve with a water bottle? And the answer is yes. If you do this drill enough and you use it effectively, the water bottle can definitely help you. Now, what I've done with the water bottle, I've filled it up just a quarter full. Okay, so it's not all the way full, it just had a quarter in it. And I've also got colored water here. Okay, this helps you see it a lot easier. But you don't need colored water, you can just have any water or any liquid in here. Okay, and then what you're going to do, you're going to set up in the half serve position like this. And what I'm now doing, I'm gripping the top of the water bottle, just like that. Now, from this point, my objective is to keep the water in the bottom of the bottle as I go through my swing. So it looks something like this. I bend the elbow and I keep the water in the bottom of the bottle. Bend, just like that. Okay, and you can see that in order to have the water in the bottom of the bottle, I have to keep this palm closed. If I do the opposite and I do this and the palm opens, where's the water now gone? It's gone to the top of the bottle. And if you were feeling really brave, or if you're just in a very hot country and you want to cool yourself down, you could just take the cap off. And if you do it incorrectly, you're going to know about it because the water is going to run down everywhere. Okay, so using a simple water bottle is so easy, but yet so effective. And now you really try to envision that you're holding that water bottle again. And you can even do this with your eyes closed in the beginning. And you just feel that you're trying to keep the water in the bottom of the bottle as you go through the swing. And so there we have it. That's a video on one of the most common technical errors that we see in the tennis industry, the open racket face. And I hope that you got a little bit of value from this video today. If you've made it to the end of this video, also just comment below where you're watching from. I'm always interested to see the different locations here. You know, if you did enjoy it, feel free to like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.